80 years ago today, on June 6, 1944, the greatest generation stormed the beaches of Normandy, France, on the other side of the globe. The mission of these heroes would require unimaginable bravery as they sought to liberate Europe and by that, liberate the world from the clutches of Nazism and the tyranny that comes from the rule of a despot. Up to 200,000 Allied troops participated in that historic assault in order to restore freedom. Among those brave young men, thousands died on blood-soaked beaches with names like Utah, Gold, Juno, Sword, and Omaha. And only a small fraction of the heroes from that day are still with us. Sadly, today's America is slipping further and further from that America of 1944 and closer to the kind of tyrannical rule it sought to erase from the planet on this day just 8 decades ago. Seeking truth from the American government has never been more of a challenge, and it will be one of many things we question on this podcast in the weeks, months, and years going forward. Too many have sacrificed for the ideals of our country to simply allow it to fall into the hands of evil without at least questioning what it tells us. So what this version of At the Mic hopes to do is to play a small role in trying to find answers to some important questions, and even some less than important ones too. We're here for a conversation, because knowledge is power. And for those who sacrificed so much in places like the shores of Normandy, France on June 6, 1944, and for those who sacrificed in the years before and since, the least we can do is ask questions. Welcome to At the Mic Deep Dive. Oh boy, I tell you, it cannot be said enough. Thank you to all of the heroes that have done so much so that we can do something like a silly live stream on a Thursday afternoon from Dallas, Texas. So grateful for those that have served and established and then protected and defended freedom. And thank you for making time here on this anniversary of D-Day. When I set up the original, I said to myself, I want to do the first Thursday. That's my goal. First Thursday of June. I want to get this thing started, this Thursday live stream, this deep dive thing. And then when I realized it was the anniversary of D-Day, I had to put that in the open. And thank you so much to Rob Borowski. I don't know, it can't be said enough to him either, the thanks that I have for what he's done for this YouTube channel. He does the graphics, he does the images, so please send thank yous to him as well. TV's Rob on Twitter. He is a big part of this channel. So I want to, here's the thing. It may look so easy. He did such a great job with that, but yours truly made some errors in that recording there. And he had to, at the 11th hour last night, fix them. So it was actually much more difficult for him than it should have been. Okay, so here we are. This new podcast. Hopefully you're familiar with the Friday live stream that we do. That is, we just hang out with some friends, talk about some, lighthearted stuff in the news, maybe play some animal videos. That's what we do. We play animal videos. It's an excuse. It's 2 hours built around playing animal videos every Friday afternoon here on my Twitter at Keith Malinak or at the YouTube channel, youtube.com. You see it right there, /@themic with Keith. And then I wanted to add this thing here this Thursday afternoon. And like the open said, let's just ask questions. And when I say there's no topic that won't be considered, I mean it. Wait till I show you the stack of stuff that I have to go through here as I'm determining. And if you have, and that's the other thing, if you have something that you want to contribute, in fact, I'm going to bring my friend Zay in here. Zay, hi. Thanks for joining us. Oh, your mic's off. Check that out. There you go. Hi. Okay, there we go. Hi. All right. So one of the things that I fail at tremendously, well, there's quite a long list, but on Friday afternoons, I do a bad job of keeping up with the chat. I'm not able to multitask. I have a simple brain. So if you can keep an eye on any kind of suggestions for topics, please please, I don't know, write them down or something, send them to me later, point them out here while we're chatting. Zay's got some time with us today, so I appreciate her coming along for the ride. Because when I thought, who in my life, who in my circle asks a lot of questions? Zay, by the way, coolest name in the world. Don't forget to follow her there, Zaynab M. Yenise. Zay comes to mind because she asks questions of everything. Like, is there anything that you, Zay, take at face value? There's nothing, right?
No, never.
Okay, good. I love it. I love it. So she's like she is, I guess, the grade A questioner in my life. And so anyway, she'll probably come up with 90% of the topics that we discuss here. But seriously though, this is a viewer driven show, if there was one. And again, I'll show you. If you don't think I've been paying attention to your messages or your posts or your emails or your DMs, you are sorely mistaken. I have so much to go through, and we only do this once a week, so it could be slow going trying to get to everything. And if you have good guest ideas, and I'm going to explain to you some of the guests that I'm looking for on certain topics, please, by all means, message me at Keith Malinak. Is probably the best way, I guess. There's also at the Mike Show at Gmail. I don't know. It's at the Mike
You
Show.
don't know your own email address?
I don't know. I just log in. Zay, hang on. Check the chat. See if there's anything good in there while I figure out my email address here where you can send. So if email's more your thing, is at the Mike Show at gmail.com. Okay, and send any topic ideas, guest ideas. It's a double bonus if it's a topic idea with the guest, all at the same shot there. But what else I want to? Oh, so anyway, every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do this, and the first few topics. Let me throw these out there, and then we can all collaborate on where we should go from here. Let's see here. So let's see. Oh, by the way, Benjamin Flensborg, please keep him in your thoughts and in your prayers because he had a medical thing come up. And so he's not able, he was going to be a part of this premiere episode with his old world folklore. I always have to stop and put my brain on pause before I can say that title. So he's got some cool stuff. He got into some old school, old European libraries where they had like security. He tried to sneak. I don't know if I should say this. They didn't allow him to get in there with.
Wait, which libraries? Do you know?
I don't know. He is. So I forgot what the name of the library was, but being in Denmark, it's some old school thing, and he was telling me about the security. I think he was trying to get a camera in there or something because they make you wear gloves to look at these old books. I mean, he went. I love Benjamin. He went 100% into this, and so he will be on at some point in the future. It's just not going to be today. So that was going to be today. We'll get to that next week. Daguerre Bear, who's a great follow on Twitter. He is one of the things. In fact, this came from a live stream. I don't know, a space that I did on Twitter. I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. And I was like, I know that the central bank digital currency is a bad thing. I know some of the details. I don't want a cashless society. I don't want the government to know every single thing I do. I mean, this is a society that you're not going to have cash, like a $5 or $10 bill and a card from grandma after this. Everything will be digital. And he is going to help us get prepared. He has been following this. It's in his wheelhouse. He will make sure that that we understand what to expect. So that's next week at this time. Hope you'll join us for that. And then let's see. By the way, I got a big whiteboard calendar here. Part of it's here, part of it's here. So if you see me wandering around with my eyes, I'm trying to figure out what's next and stuff. And I just scribble out these ideas. And I will say on June 20th, 2 weeks from today, we're going to have Tom Carr, who is a ghost hunter. So if you agree or if you believe in ghosts or not, you will want to be a part of that show because he's got some stories from his ghost hunting experiences. Let's see. What else we got? June 27th. Okay, so here's the thing. I had what I thought was going to be a show set up almost like a debate on weather manipulation. I have someone lined up, a meteorologist, who will say not a chance in hell is the weather being manipulated. And the opposite side of that debate, that guest has not materialized the way I had hoped. So if you have someone that you could message me to say, hey, or maybe it's you, I don't know, let's talk. And I would like to have somebody try to convince us that, yes, the weather is absolutely being manipulated. And if you ask anybody in North Texas who's been living through the last, I don't know, what are we at now? 6 weeks of this? I mean, it's been ridiculous, isn't it? We are out of words to describe the weather that we have been having here. Just when you think the weather you're experiencing is too ridiculous to happen again, it happens 3 days later. I mean, it's just nonstop. So maybe it's just, you know what? Maybe it's just spring in Texas. I'm serious.
You know what's interesting? I'm in Florida right now, and normally right now in Florida, it's supposed to be super rainy, super wet, like every single afternoon. It normally rains. This year, nothing. I think all of that weather went to Texas. And there's no way it's natural. I'm pretty sure it's being manipulated.
I love it. Well, I hope you can join us for that. I know you've got some international travels coming. By the way, there's no one that travels more than Zay. Yeah. Internationally, especially. This woman does not stop traveling. And I realize it's a job situation and everything, but hopefully you can join us from the road whenever possible.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, very cool. Okay. I will say, though, talking to, and by the way, so the way this is going to go for the weather show, which I still hope is on for January 20 or June 27th. I'm just gonna listen. I mean, I might ask questions that come up, but I have no agenda whatsoever. And that's the whole point of this podcast. I hope y'all understand. I'm asking questions in real time, trying to learn along with you. And if you have something to teach me, please, by all means. I am going to have, like I said, the meteorologist saying, no, it's everything's natural, it's happening. I'm going to have another weather guy who's just going to be there kind of as a referee. Like I'm kind of, how do I explain this? It's going to be a 4-box show. Okay. We got the meteorologist who's going to tell you, yes, it's natural. We got another meteorologist who's not going to take sides. He understands his role in this is just to kind of explain things like, my simple mind's not going to be able to understand definitions and stuff, kind of break it down for us in layman's terms, please. This is all the plan, by the way. I hope this all materializes for June 27th. If not, we'll delay it until everyone's available. And then the third person will be yes, weather manipulation is absolutely happening. And then I'll be there just like a ping pong ball. Just let's hash this out. Because right now you could convince me either way. But I do know there's a transition happening right now with La Nina and El Nino. And so maybe that's anyway, I'll wait for the guys to chat, or girls. I have no idea at this point. Let's see. What else did I want to run by y'all? I think that's, no, that's not it. That's not it. July 4th. I'm going to do a live show, 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on Thursday, July 4th. And the topic is specific to that show. We're going to talk about election integrity. Now, don't think of the 2020 election when I say this. We're going to talk about, this has been happening. My guest is going to be Jovan Pulitzer, and he has been tracking this stuff for decades. I mean, this has been a meticulous game that they've been playing with our elections for decades. And he's going to walk us through the history of what's been happening with that. 2020 will be part of the discussion, but really we need to also talk about 2024 and make sure things are shored up for that. And he's going to explain to us how. And like I said, this didn't just drop out of the blue in November of 2020. This stuff has been, I mean, that's how the radicals work. They're very patient. And they will take their time if they can. The end game is destroying. Okay, so I do want to throw out this phone number. You're welcome to call. I will do my best to get these calls up here. I still have no idea how to get where you will be able to hear Zay in this case, but she will be able to hear you. But be sure to call the number. My gosh, this is like the worst app ever. Here we go. Hang on. The phone number is 208-563-1802. 208. Oh, wait, maybe I have a banner. Hang on, y'all. No, this is awesome. I've got a banner, and here it is. And it looks all professional. Boom, 208-563-1802. Call now, and we'll get you on the air. In the meantime, what's been going on in the chat? Anything that like topics or anything? A guest, anything going on over there, Zay?
Not really.
See. No? Okay. Okay. Well, hi, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Even if you're talking amongst yourselves, that's great. I want this to be a community where you guys can interact with each other. But yeah, if you have any topic suggestions, and you know what? Hold that thought. I want to show you something here. Actually, hang on. I want to show you this. Just had an Amazon package arrive here. Yes, I have a DVD player on a shelf in my closet. And yes, I have a VCR on a shelf in my closet because one day those aren't going to be available. And I had this moment of fear thinking these old school, I forgot what the it's not the USB ending. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's got the old school little plug, which is what this microphone takes. And I thought, what if they stop making those? So I bought me 3 of these. You know what I'm talking about. Instead of the USB, I hate you know what I'm talking about, because then you can't charge your phone and listen to at the same time. See those little things? So I got 3 of those. I want to be very prepared. Before I forget, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, Stu Bergier, executive producer of the Glenn Beck program, will be my guest on the Lighthearted Friday live stream with Jason Buttrell. Listen to me. He is the chief researcher for Glenn Beck. I think that's how Glenn pronounces his name. He messes it up, and then I just did 2 there. And maybe Jeffy will join us. We'll see. So Stu and Jason and maybe Jeffy. And that'll be tomorrow's Friday live stream. Please check it out right here at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, anybody call? I'm just checking. Okay, little Alec Baldwin there. What else? I got a note to myself here. Okay, we've already covered that. Look at me. I just remembered all that. Hold on. Got another note to myself here. Another big post-it note. I can't even read this hand. Oh, no, I can read this. Zay and I was telling her this before we started this live stream. I said I was at a thing where General Mike Flynn was speaking a couple weeks ago. And about 2 or 3 days before that, Klaus Schwab had announced that he was stepping down over at the WEF. And Michael Flynn suggested, I think he might be dead. Okay, well, 2 weeks has passed since Flynn said that. 3 weeks has passed, I guess, since the announcement. Has anyone seen Klaus Schwab? Granted, he doesn't go out and do a presser every day. I got it. He's not like KJP.
Did you see this news outlet, Euronews, put out a video and a little statement saying, no, Klaus Schwab is not dead.
Oh, then he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The Kate Middleton, she's absolutely dead.
Oh, no. See, these are topics okay, write this down, somebody. Okay, hold on. We need somebody do my job for me. Somebody write down anything that we just kind of come up with. Like, here's the title of the show. Are they dead? And we got to have a discussion. We don't need an expert. We can just have a discussion. Maybe the evidence of like a Kate Middleton, or the evidence of a Klaus Schwab, or so on and so forth. And we'll come up with a list of these and we just talk about them one day. That'd be a fun show. Don't even need a guest. Okay, so if the news story isn't Klaus Schwab spoke to reporters, or Klaus Schwab presided at the WEF luncheon or whatever, here's video from this afternoon. If the story is, no, he's not dead, then he's dead. He's got to be dead. Right? Right. Okay. Have we settled that? So we don't even need a show. We just know. Let's see. Hold on. We got any comments here? Hold on a second. Yeah, that's a good point, Eric White. If he's dead, I guess that eliminates him from my Antichrist list. Yes. Let's see what else we got going on here. Tom Carr, who's going to be the guest. There he is. He's going to be the guest 2 weeks from now. He's looking for some good questions. Tom, I don't have in front of me your handle on Twitter. So if you want to post that in the comments, I'll put that up there so people can seek you out and maybe send you some questions ahead of time that you can address. But that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see here. Anything else? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Ailmap Relum. I feel like something's backwards here. Pamela Miller. Haha, already cracked the code. See, you got to get up earlier than that, Miss Miller. Anyway, a show on Bill Gates? Absolutely. In fact, Zay might run point on that. She can't stand Bill Gates.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I want to show you all this. I want to show you how seriously I've been taking your emails, your messages, your DMs, and all this stuff. And sorry, let me do that. Let's see. Because okay, I'm waiting for Tom's thing here because I don't want to forget to put his handle up there for everyone. Okay, what I'm showing you here is this is just one thing after another from y'all. Okay, what is that one? Oh, I need this one separate. Sorry, I am the most unorganized person. We've been over this in the world. All this stuff. I mean, oh, here we go. Follow Tom and get ready for the June 20th show. I mean, this was going to be, this started off being the folder that I was keeping stuff in. You will soon see that's not going to do it. I mean, we have got, a lot of reading happening. I mean, y'all, these are all potential topics that I need to find coherency on. I need to find guests on. I mean, just, oh yeah, more reading. See? Well, I mean, look at this, y'all. It's never ending. We've got so much to talk about, and we only do this 1 week at a time. So what I do is, as you know, I hate trees, and so I just print up everything, and then I go through it all, and hopefully we get a good show out of it. And that's where we're headed. This train is a crazy train, I'll tell you that. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Which is where's my hand? Now I've lost my handle. Now I don't know what I did with the banner. Anyway, I haven't done this. I was sick last week with the kidney stone. There we go. I forgot to do this. I mean, my brain is just fried. Zay, what's going on in your world? What are some topics you want us to discuss here on the old Thursday live stream at the Mike Deep Dive?
One topic that I think might be worth talking about, but there's not much talk about it yet, the bird flu situation.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. It could commandeer one of these weeks very soon. Do not let these a-holes in positions of power do this again. Please don't.
No.
None of it. Don't give into any of it, because the second you give into any of it, you have given into all of it. Because
people will give in again, though, if the first time around is any indication. And we know that people don't learn. They never learn. And people are still defending everything that happened the last few years. And we're seeing that coming out more and more. And like you saw, I'm sure you saw those, it was like some newsy thing that excess deaths are being caused by the vaccines. Like the vaccine is causing excess deaths. Did you see that?
I did not see this. What is happening?
Yeah, so they're openly saying it. And then there was the thing with Fauci admitting, yeah, I like made up the social distancing thing. And people are still defending him, saying he did the best with the information that he had. It's like, are you kidding me?
That is the sign of a cult.
Yeah.
I mean, the man is worshipped. And it's not hyperbole to say that. The man
it's like, how are people not going after him and everyone else involved and in charge with pitchforks? How is this not happening? They're like, oh.
So parts of the country apparently are still writing the COVID fund.
Oh my God.
Oh my, yeah, what is happening? I'm telling you, I just watched a video this afternoon of Donald Trump. It's a 90-second thing. He was this is forceful. He's been against lockdowns and vaccine mandates and mask mandates that I've ever seen. It's a 90-second video that he just posted today saying they're trying this again. They're trying this again, and they're doing it with bird flu. And he's absolutely right. And Deborah Birx on CNN 2 nights ago saying we need to be PCR testing cows and dairy workers.
Oh my God.
This woman, you know what? Go take care of your parents. We'll let you go do that. We'll go take care of ours, and you just leave us the hell alone, lady. They will not stop, and they will look for any opportunity to bring back the massive drop boxes and the mail-in voting and all sorts of good stuff. So don't let them. But we will keep an eye on that, and we will make sure to make that topic a priority in the weeks ahead. I'm just curious as I'm looking ahead, and I see CBDC, ghost hunting, weather manipulation, election integrity. I'm just thinking, one of these might have to get bumped if this thing gets ramped up to ridiculous levels, because we cannot sit back and let them manipulate us ever again for any purpose whatsoever.
You know what
Okay.
this show would be great for?
Okay, wait, hold on. I got to get my pen. Hang on a second.
Oh, no. It's not a topic. It's
not
just
topic. Okay, good.
It would be great for radicalizing the listeners.
Let's go, y'all.
Let's do
it. Okay. Hold on. Hang on a second. Did you see the? Because you just reminded me of something I can't think of. It was on Twitter. I think it was because Chip Roy retweeted it over the weekend, and it was what radicalized you. And so people were posting pictures of what radicalized them, and Chip Roy's was it was when they took away our metal gas cans. Now we have the plastic bull crap that doesn't pour without spilling everywhere. I thought we loved the environment, EPA, but people were posting pictures of things that radicalized them, and hopefully a lot of people, when they saw Grandma behind because I personally, I mean, I haven't talked about it, but I had relatives, a relative at a nursing home who it was the most pathetic thing. This woman lived such a vibrant life and was such an awesome person. There's just, and I know everybody listening has a story like this or knows of a story like this. We had a family member who spent their last days alone. And for what? For what? For what you just said. Fauci saying 6 feet was made out of made out of whole cloth, and boy, we need to do a COVID show. This isn't that one, but these people deserved better at the end of their lives. Being isolated is bad enough, and then dying alone, and for no good reason whatsoever. And these sons of bitches are going to do this again with birth
And don't forget about the people who were murdered in the hospital.
By put into nursing homes, right?
Nursing homes and hospitals when they were ventilated for no reason.
Yes. Because you gotta get that payday for the hospital from the government. Yeah, this is, I swear, you're gonna make my blood pressure boil. And we weren't even going to talk about this today. But we cannot be asleep at the wheel. In fact, Zay, remind me of this. No, I'll write this down, but hang on a second. Audience, do my job for me. Remind me of this. Every week, we need to, even if it's not a topic, we need to sound the alarm on all the bullshit from the previous week that's going to come down about bird flu. We are... What's Driving and Crying had an album title that has been in my head a lot lately on a lot of different subjects. Scarred but smarter, huh? Yeah, we're scarred, but we're smarter. We're not going to let them get away with this again. Do not let them. I don't care that it is a far left administration that doesn't care what we think. We have to be vociferous. We didn't get out into the streets like a lot of countries did back in 2020 and 2021 with lockdowns, mask mandates, vaccine mandates. We didn't do it. And we're going to, because they got away with it, and boy, did they get away with it. When you've got this smug little elf on Capitol Hill on Monday, he realizes there's no consequences. His 401k, his investments are completely padded. He's cool. He's fine. He doesn't care. He knows he's gotten away with literal murder. And so they're going to do this again if there's money to be made. And so we have to make sure every week, you have my word that I'm going to make sure it every week. There's another post-it note, Keith. Right, let's put it right there. Don't punch that cork board too hard. Might
This
fall
show
right
needs
over.
to have a banner that just always stays on the screen that says
Yeah.
"Do not comply." And
Okay.
just keep it there.
I like it. I like it. Hang on. You keep talking. I'm going to create a banner. My brain can't do two things at once here. Okay. Do not comply.
Yeah, never comply. Always question everything. And remember, if it sounds like bullshit, if it feels like bullshit, it is bullshit.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Like, there's no room for benefit of the doubt with these things. Like,
There you
at
go.
all.
It should stay up there. Wait. There we go.
It's gonna go up.
Do not comply and question everything.
Yeah.
So hold on. If that's an acronym, we need some vowels in there. DNC. Ooh, I don't like the DNC. And so we can do the amber sign. DNC and QE. Ooh, wait. I don't like DNC and QE are already taken as far as acronyms. We'll come up with something there. Okay, let me check the old comments here. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been babbling away here. Let's see. Uh-oh, hang on. Wait, what happened here? Hang on a second. What? I got to read this. I showed up at the ER of my hospital with my heart failure in full swing. My lips were blue. I was cyanotic. I don't know that word. I'm sorry. And had to force my way inside. They told me it was full, but it was actually empty. Wait, what? Wait a second. During COVID? Oh, gosh. What in the world? Yeah, there we go. I like it, Michael Warpath Stevens. Your avatar, though, is concerning. Lawrence O'Donnell. Okay. Stop the hammering. Oh, by the way, speaking of background noise, I've got the portable AC going because it is summer in Texas. And I know you can hear it because I can hear it in my earbuds.
I can't hear anything.
Well, you will. Y'all hear it, don't you? Come on. Oh, that was during COVID? Yeah. Yeah. One of the few times I wore a mask during COVID, and I couldn't even look myself in the mirror for days. No. I went to the hospital for... Well, I'll tell the story. Okay. I went to the hospital with a kidney stone, which, hey, guess what? I had another one. So the last time I had a kidney stone was during the mask bullcrap era, and they wouldn't let me in without a mask. And I mean, I'm hunched over. I am literally green. This Friday, I turned white. Last time I was green. And I was like, fine, I'll put on the mask. Whatever.
But can we talk about how messed up that is, that you are in so much pain and you're so sick that you're green, matter. You're in the hospital for help, and they're like, you need to put a mask on.
No, it's better than that. There's a couple things. In fact, I forgot to pull these videos today. These are a mainstay, well, they used to be a mainstay of the Pat Gray Show, my day job over on The Blaze. Let's see if I can find this video on the fly here. I used to have it bookmarked on my old phone. Let's see. Mask making. Let's see. I'll show you this. This is a video. Let's see. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Everybody, the Pat heads watching right now, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Factory. And it's pissing me off I didn't have this ready. But you've seen the video of the guys making the masks in the sweatshop. Have you seen that, Vay? Do you know, Zay, you know what I'm talking about? The sweatshop mask making?
I think so, where they're just like filthy and...
Yeah, they're falling on the floor from the sewing machine, and the people are down there on the floor, and their bare feet are all over the masks and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I could think of when I put this mask on that time in whenever it was I got that kidney stone, 2020, 2021. Anyway, it smelled like feet, like nasty feet. God. And all I could think about was that video of those guys making the... If somebody finds it over here, put it in the... Oh, Toby, thanks. You don't hear my portable AC? That's good. That's good to hear. Then maybe I'm hearing it. I know. I trust Toby more. Sorry, Zay. Okay, so anyway, so the guys are on the floor. They're making the mask. There's also a video of the PCR tests where they're on the floor, and another third world nation, and just kids are putting them in the little things. I mean, this is stuff we put on our face. We shove up our noses. Here we go. Found it. Here we go. Y'all seen this. There's your mask. Look how sanitary that is, huh? Look at that. Yeah. Sanitary. There you go. He's on the floor. Look at that, y'all. It's right there. See? Look at that. His feet. And that's what it smelled like when I put it on my face at the hospital that time. Gross. But no, we're all about the hermetically sealed PCR test and the never before used mask. So my point was, if I had one, maybe, who was telling me I had to put the mask on was an armed guard. In fact, no, never mind, a police officer. It was a police officer at the door with the masks, and it was absolute insane. Next time, I'm not going in. I'm just vomiting in the parking lot, and I'll writhe around in pain just outside the door. And they can come out and help me if they want. Otherwise, I'll be on the news, and maybe that'll help someone stand up. And
Wait, I'm wondering something.
What?
I mean, I'm only a lawyer on Twitter. I'm a doctor lawyer on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Explain how you got that title. That's awesome. Because, I mean, a lot of people ask me, is she a doctor for real? What's up with that?
Oh, yeah. Well, for anyone asking, sure, I'm a real doctor and a lawyer.
Okay.
But I came up with that because I got banned from Twitter for impersonating myself.
This story is ridiculous.
And I still didn't get my account back.
You never got an answer? Nothing. Somebody just had it out for you.
So they suspended me first, and they're like, you could submit an appeal. So I did. And I provided proof that I am, in fact, myself. And I'm not impersonating myself. Like, that sounds so insane to even say it. So anyway, I proved it to them. And instead of being like, okay, you can have your account back, they permanently suspended me. I mean, like, don't reach out again. If you do, no one's going to look at your thing.
This was before Elon took control.
Yeah.
You had about 20,000 followers, and you had to start from zero. And
no,
right?
I had less. I didn't have many followers. I was swiftly gaining followers, but I had my account for about 10 years. And I was only using it occasionally, just to, like, post some stuff for work. And then when the COVID stuff started, I started posting my actual thoughts on real life stuff.
And you became a doctor.
Well, I became a doctor when I made a new account after I got suspended. Because it's like, if I'm not myself,
right.
Sure, I'll make a new me.
And also your COVID themed responses and observations were taken much more seriously because now you're a doctor.
Yes.
I want to show people this book that I have enjoyed. I've had this for a while, and every American needs to read this book. And I'm only showing you this specific book in case you have a way to contact this author, because I have left messages at this gentleman's place of business. I have emailed him directly, didn't bounce back. I guess that's the only way I know how to contact him. Yeah, okay. That's the only way I can stalk this guy. I've tried. I need to sit down and do a show with the author of this book, The Real Lincoln by Thomas DiLorenzo. Professor DiLorenzo, if you're out there or if someone is watching that can get you to respond to me, we would have the most fascinating conversation on this podcast. I need to talk to you. This book is required reading for my kids. It should be required reading for every American. If you think you understand the Civil War, see, there's not too many people in my world that see this book and think, yeah, I'm going to totally read that, or that would even entertain the thought of reading it, much less actually read it. So please, if you have a way to contact Thomas DiLorenzo, be sure to give him my info, because he and I need to talk, and we need to talk on this very podcast. Okay, what am I missing over here in the chat? I'm just checking here. Oh gosh, yeah, you don't want Jeffrey Toobin as your Twitter profile pic, that's for sure. Who else we got here? Anything? I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Mark Robinson's awesome. Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed this. Yeah. Okay, so cool. So I was wondering. Yeah, awesome. November 5th, he's up for governor. Okay, so then means all the primaries are done there, Danny, I guess. Is that right? Do we know? Okay, cool. All righty. Is there anything? Because I didn't expect that today we would go the full allotted 2 hours. And some shows, Some Thursdays we'll spend, an hour, some two, depends on if we get all of our questions answered and asked and answered. So if there's anybody out there that wants to throw out some topic ideas, don't forget you have a way to contact me. And again, I got a big pile of stuff to go through here, but I think my biggest goal right now, gang, is to get somebody on that will talk about the weather being manipulated. Let's talk about HARP or whatever it is that could be causing issues in the atmosphere.
I just thought of something that I would like to talk about.
You'd like to talk about? Okay, so we got 3 priorities. You ready? Here we go. Somebody to talk about weather manipulation. Thomas DiLorenzo and whatever Zay is about to say.
Books that predict the future.
Oh my gosh. You just reminded me. You recommended a book.
Stand on Zanzibar.
And it's on. Okay, my nightstand looks like a tenured professor's office. All around it. On the floor, on top, in the drawers, underneath the nightstand. There are so many books. I started that book on a plane. I was into it. And as I sit here at this exact moment, gun to my head, I'm not sure where it is. Maybe carry-on luggage? Don't know. I need to find that. So that predicted the future, right? Do you want to tell people the highlights? Tell a few highlights from that book, if you recall.
From that one, it predicts someone named President Obomi.
And this book came out in the 70s, 60s?
Something like that. It's like a long time ago. And here's another book that is also very weird. In 1953, a Nazi scientist wrote a book predicting a man named Elon would guide humanity to Mars and declare himself the Martian Emperor. And now Elon Musk is trying to go to Mars.
No, I got it.
That's where he's from.
So hold on. Are you saying that in real life, in 1953, a Nazi scientist made these predictions?
Yes.
Hold on.
Wrote a book on it.
So he was a former member of the Third Reich that was talking? I'm just trying to figure out.
They never stopped being a part of it.
And oh my gosh, that's another topic.
They just brought it over to the U.S.
I have thought, that's a fact, I have thought it would make a great movie of Hitler's escape to South America. And look, somebody Google this if you're interested. Open up another tab and just, I'm going to do that. Hang on a second. I'm just going to type in Father. Type this in. He's a Catholic priest. Father Crespi. Father Crespi. The truth about Father Crespi and his missing artifacts. So look into Juan Crespi. Let's see if I can share this picture here. So he had all these artifacts, something ridiculous, right? In the jungles of South America for a Catholic church. And his name was Father Crespi. And people are like, yeah, so that is definitely Adolf Hitler. And that's what they were saying. See, look at there. What do you think? That's old Adolf Hitler with his artifacts and stuff. So what do you think of that? 1993, I think Father Crespi passed away. So that would be a great movie. That'd be a great movie. Russians weren't forthcoming with his escape. I mean, his death. Okay, just want to throw that out there. I should have put. Let me put Father Crespi on the map here on the old calendar. We got to get us an expert. See, that's the thing. I can come up with topics until the cows come home. What I can't do is necessarily always find someone that's an expert in those topics to come and talk to us. So again, if any of this stuff sounds intriguing to you, oh my gosh, are the lizard people real? I got to ask Zay that because I bet she has an opinion on that.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Do you have an expert in lizard people that could join us at some point off the top of your head?
What's his name? David Icke.
Okay. Well, be sure to send me that information.
Apparently, David Icke, as famous and well known as he is, loves going on like random podcasts and stuff. And he
Okay.
probably would be a guest.
Okay. You need to be sending me all this information, and we'll have some good conversations here. Let me just let me throw this out there. So if any of these topics, if you think of, let's see, what was those? I mean, aliens, I think is intriguing, but there's so much other stuff to talk about. Oh, we've got to talk. There's so much left to be discussed about MK Ultra. So much. That's a. By the way, let me allow you into my brain for a moment. So Keith wants a movie out there on Father Crespi, Hitler's escape to South America as a Catholic priest, but Keith also sees a show like a Netflix or like a drama series, whatever, Amazon Prime, whatever the hell I'm just trying to say here, like a weekly show or whatever. Boy, that sounds so old. On MK Ultra from the beginning. I mean, we got to go back to the 50s, y'all. We got to go back to the end of the start of the Cold War, and we got to mix in real life things. The doctor who jumped out a window, did he? No, he didn't. Of course not. He didn't. Gerald Ford actually apologized to the family for his murder. Anyway, we gotta touch on all this stuff right up to today. And so somebody's got to commit to like 10 seasons of this thing, because it's going to take a while to get from the 50s to the 2020s. What else is on the list?
Wait,
okay.
Can I just point something out?
Yeah.
About MK Ultra and stuff?
Yeah.
And how it ties into Netflix? Like,
Ooh.
you know, hold on, what is it? The CEO, the first CEO of Netflix, Mark Bernays Randolph, is like the great nephew or something of Edward Bernays, who was the propaganda guy.
Yes.
And guess who Ed Bernays is? I think also the nephew of Sigmund Freud.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the connection between.
Like, I'm telling you, Netflix definitely does something to like their shows and the movies. They put some kind of frequency or something, like a sound, or I don't know. They do something.
Was there a frequency in that Obama movie? Remember they're on Long Island, the family?
Yeah.
Am I controlled now by the government?
I mean, like, I watched it too, so if you are, I am.
Oh my gosh, this live stream right now is a psyop. Y'all think we are upset with the government? We have questions for the government.
Maybe we are the government.
Maybe we are. Maybe we're feeding you disinformation. Huh?
Oh, you never know.
Now you're thinking.
Like the banner says, question everything.
Let's see. Oh, so something I wrote down. We talked to Ashton Forbes. He's been on top of this Malaysian Airlines 370, and one of the things that came up in conversation at one point was the topic of Diego Garcia, the base at Diego Garcia. Holy crap! I gotta have somebody on to talk about that, please. That's been top of mind since November. Really, I've been thinking about that since we had him on. Let's see here. And by the way, I'm looking at topics that I've written down. I mean, there's so much stuff in here from y'all that isn't written down yet. That's gonna be written down, and I'm gonna find a guest. So keep them coming. Let's see here. I guess we pretty much talked about it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have at this point. As far as stuff that I can read my handwriting on. What is that one up there? Something Jones? What is that?
Are you looking at the ceiling?
No, I'm looking at the. No, I have a whiteboard that stretches up the wall here. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry. Okay. Anything else here? No. Okay. Like I said, please. This is very good. Good job. Thank you. Michael Warpath Stevens. Much better. Okay, so this is a show that's driven by y'all. Bottom line, please reach out with any suggestions. You're welcome to call. It might be like a day where we just sit down and take calls and read comments, honestly. And I just want to hear from you. I want to know what you want to talk about. Just how to find me on Twitter. Hold on a second. Let me get back here. I swear, my brain is like Joe Biden sometimes. There we go. So there's how to reach out to me and Zay. Let me just mess around here. Okay, no, I don't like the ultra zoom. No, I'm just messing around here. No, we don't need that. Hold on. I'm just messing around here. 2 box. What is that? Okay. All right. See, this is like a sandbox. Thanks for letting me play in it here. Okay. Zay, you got anything you want to add here before we head out? Because like I said, this is kind of introduction to the show. Just kind of.
Can you still see me?
Oh, wait. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Zay's. Okay. You're going to have to back out and come back in so you can say goodbye because it froze up. You're right. All right. Let's let Zay come back so she can say goodbye. I got to wait for her to show back up here at the old bottom. And when she gets back in, I'll put her on the screen. But thank y'all so much. Please make sure that you are an active participant with this show, not only in the comments during the show over in the chat, but again, reach out to us. There's our handles at Keith Malinak and at Zainab M. Yenisei over on Twitter. We will meet here tomorrow. To do the Friday live stream with Stu Brugier, executive producer of the Glenn Beck program. Jason Buttrell, chief. He's the expert researcher for Glenn Beck. 2 coworkers of mine for the longest time. And then, of course, Jeff Fisher might grace us with his presence as well. And then next Thursday, a week from today at 2 p.m. Eastern, we will have a chat about the central bank digital currency. Get your questions ready. And you can post them in the chat or you can send them to me ahead of time, and I will make sure to ask them during the show. All right, kids, anything else we need to cover, or should we bid everyone adieu? We're good? All right. Thank y'all so much for joining us. And please remember the heroes today and every day. From not only from Normandy and D-Day, but for the nearly 250 years of our nation's existence. God bless our heroes. And thank y'all so much for making time. We'll see y'all tomorrow here on At the Mic.